Hey YouTube, welcome back to another FSD beta video. Today we are going to be doing the infamous 2016 Tesla painted black video. And if you see that gray house right in front of us, that's the house that the Tesla originally pulled out of in 2016. Obviously I can't go into the driveway of the house to start this test because I don't want to trespass, but we're going to start right next to it. So with that, let's begin our test, shall we? 2023 edition. Sorry.
Turn left onto Sharon Park Drive.
Oh wow, it's quick.
Yeah, it really like flirted out of that turn. So one thing I will, she's gonna love to talk over me. One thing I will say though is that this is a very simple route that they chose for 2016. Unbelievably simple. However, still very fascinating to watch and see. Very excited. Very excited to be doing this again in 2023, 7 years after the infamous 2016 rendition. One thing I will say, Vivek, is that when I watched back the original rendition in 2016, there's a lot of cuts. I am paying attention. It beeped at me, I'm not sure what that was. But like right now, like this whole area we're driving through right now was cut from the original video. And then all of a sudden, you'll get to the main road up here in the real video.
There are, and they tried to do it slyly by cutting through to the side camera, but then ended up skipping a bunch of roads. So we have no idea what happened.
Yeah, it skipped like quarter miles, half miles, even full miles. It's unbelievable. But here we are.
Now turn right onto Sand Hill Road.
So in the original video, you would have seen on the right hand side, they would have shown the right camera looking at a field, and they cut back to this main road, and they would have just missed out on that entire section we just did. It's stopping about 25, 30 feet before the line back there. And now it's not yielding. Oh God, fuck. It did not even, luckily every single car that was coming turned right and was not going straight on this road. That was terrifying.
Also pulled straight into the left lane, which was uncomfortable.
Okay, now it took us into the left turn lane. Oh, you go back into the straight lane. Okay.
Oh man, classic FSD. I miss this.
Now keep left to stay on Sand Hill Road.
So my hands are firmly on the wheel because there are some bicyclists here. Never know how I might behave. Slowing down. Went down about 6 miles per hour. Moved over to the left for them. And speeds back up after we passed them. That was actually very smooth, Vivek, I have to admit.
Yeah, not bad.
Now take the Interstate 280 south ramp on the right.
I wonder how it would have been if they were right there when we were changing lanes.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Take the Interstate 280 south ramp on the left towards San Jose.
Calm down there.
Okay, we're getting a little close to this. We're going a little far close to the yellow line, but we're staying within the lines. It's going a little wider than Apex.
Now take the Interstate 280 south ramp on the left.
So you probably see that there's, if you're watching this at home, that there's a lot of sections that you're probably seeing into our video that you don't probably remember from the 2016 video. And that's like we were saying, they did a lot of sly cuts by showing the different camera angles. So that way they could omit a lot of the roads that were more complex or where it was probably failing.
How long was that video, John? It was only like 3-4 minutes, right?
Yeah, I would say if off the top of my memory, it was about 3 to 5 minutes. And this drive is actually about a 9 to 11 minute drive. I'm gonna increase the speed to 75. Whoa, my hands are on the wheel.
It still does that odd lane centering thing.
Yeah, where there's a merge.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the middle line goes away, it swings to the right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is autopilot. We're no longer on FSD. So I don't think much of autopilot has changed.
Makes sense.
Alright, we're getting off the freeway, so for now we're going to go from the autopilot stack, boom, into the FSD beta stack. I love it.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Page Mill Road.
So let's go 30 here. Let's see how it performs. It's slowing down. Nice. I like it. Alright, gets us in the proper lane.
Now turn left onto Page Mill Road.
These are the weirdest rims. I've never seen those before. They look like bicycle rims.
I didn't notice them.
Okay, we now have the right of way. Again, there goes the Tesla. Starting to rain a little bit, and yep, boom, there goes the wipers. Right on cue. That was actually pretty great. I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit. We're gonna go a little faster than that. We're gonna go 5 miles. We're gonna set to 5 miles over. It's going over a solid white that we're not allowed to cross. So right there, it did just break a law. Or vehicle code, I should say. Whatever you want to call it.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Deep Creek Road. Now turn right onto Deep Creek Road.
Alright, let's see how well it does here. I like this like little blue path it's kind of showing. Where it's like, I'm not really sure what it's for, but I'm liking it. Makes the turn very well. God, the memories. I used to actually work out of this office quite a lot. I used to drive the Tesla ground truth machine vehicles, which are the LiDAR equipped roof rack vehicles you see. That we used to use those to collect data, to program Tesla's self-driving features. Basically, you overlay LiDAR with video and radar, Google Map data. Very fun. Not fun at all. But yeah, this takes me back. I used to come here every day for about a year and a half. Let's see if it's going to turn us into the parking lot. I will say that there is going to be a security guard, so I don't think we'll be able to get into the actual parking lot, but let's see how it does.
Now turn.
Boom, and just like that, it pulls us into Tesla's headquarters. We love it. And here we are.
Now your destination is on the right.
Hi.
I wonder why they cut so much from the original.
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't make much sense to me. Other than the fact that we now know from court documents that it was pretty much faked. It took them all day to create it. They did 9 probably separate drives, I think is what they quoted. And they had to splice together multiple different drives into one to make it look good. And because of those little camera trickeries, they were able to omit probably about 60% of the actual drive to make it look like more polished than it probably was in 2016. Or than we actually now know it was in 2016.
So now we can say pretty confidently that 7 years later in 2023, it can do this drive pretty well.
Yeah, you can do a drive very, very well. I'm actually quite amazed by Tesla's progress. I mean, I hate to say they're 7 years late, but that's still awesome technology that we have right here. But it's still, if you look at our FSD San Jose videos though, like just because it can do these simple suburbs and freeways doesn't mean that it can handle every use case scenario. We have it do horrible stuff all the time, such as drive down railroad tracks, goes on sidewalks.
Oh, definitely. This is a real easy drive. They should have been able to do it back in 2016.
Yeah, no, it should have easily been able to do it, no problem, in 2016 if they truly were. If everything what they were saying was true from what they were claiming, it should have no problem done in 2016. But as we now know, based off the cuts, doubtful. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. And we'll make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. It really does help us out when you guys support our channel. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.